Hey guys, it's me Heather and I'm back with another video. And if you can't tell, I got bit by the crud. Don't worry, it's not the big C. I didn't get COVID, but I did get, my husband shared a sweet little upper respiratory infection with me. So yeah, I'm on the better end of it now, but I still sound kind of like a sexy dude. I don't know. So, but I was like, I feel good. I just sound weird. And I wanted to do this video, so just bear with me. I'm just going to kind of be chit-chatting. I'm going to do a quick get ready with me because I'm not doing anything today. I'm taking a relaxation day, but I did want to film and I need to put some makeup on. So, if you're interested in seeing what I'm using, some new stuff, some of it I probably featured already, but who goes back and rewatches their videos? So, this will be a chit-chatty, very chit-chatty, maybe a ranty get ready with me, and you should be used to that by now. So, I'm going to start with this Wet n Wild Dewy Lumino primer. This is what Julie sent me to use as a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury. And I'll have a separate video on that soon when I feel a little bit better. But we're going to put that on first. This is what it looks like. So how's everyone doing? As most of you know, if you follow me on any other outlets, I do live in Florida. And I'm going to preface this whole rant, like, get ready with me, as I don't live on the west coast of Florida. I was not impacted the way Fort Myers and Sanibel, is it Harlem? It's not Harlem Heights. What is it? I can't remember. I'm sorry. But so please, I'm not making that about me. But I do live in Florida, and we did experience some wet hurricane-like weather. So that is what I've been doing. Plus, so I did my live with Julie last Friday. Listen to me. So I did my live with Julie last Friday, and I told her when I started, I was like, I got a little tickle in my throat. I got a little bit of sore throat. My husband had been sick with an upper respiratory infection. We tested for COVID. We're good on that. But, you know, it started out with a sore throat, and then, you know, Saturday, Sunday, I felt kind of just not like myself. I was a little bit more tired than normal. And then I woke up full on head cold. And about Tuesday, when I started having a little bit of congestion and coughing, was when they were like, oh, by the way, hurricane. And I was like, son of a biscuit. I didn't buy any medicine. I was like, if we're without power, it's going to be hot, and I'm going to be up coughing. Like, that was I'm like, I'm going to be coughing my head off. I'm going to be sick. I forgot to use my primer. This primer. I was going to try this. They sent this to me, and I was going to try it out. We'll do it in another video. Don't worry. But anyways, so I was like, I don't want to be sick and be in a hurricane, you know. And they kept changing it. If you don't live in Florida, you probably don't understand, because I didn't understand really until I lived in Florida. And this is like, I've lived in Florida, between South Florida and Central Florida for like over 5 years. So when I lived in Tennessee, I knew about tornadoes and ice storms. And, you know, we had the forest fire. So like, we experienced all kinds of Mother Nature there, but never a hurricane, obviously. So I didn't understand until I lived here that it changes. I mean, like, every 6 hours they do an update, like the National Weather Center. Like, you'll get a notification on your phone if you sign up for it, and it'll be like, it's coming this time. And it went from like, we could expect it Tuesday to expect it overnight Wednesday and Thursday. And because we're not on that coast, but also we were never like, it was like, you know, it's coming up that way. It's going to be much more north of you, like it's gonna be way up above you, you're good. Then it was like, you may see some wind. And then it was like, we just went to get our regular groceries, and people were panic buying, and we're like, what's happening? We didn't know, like, why is everybody panic buying? And people were like, if you're not, you know, like, if you're scared, you can go back up north, you pussy. And I'm like, you can't drink Florida water. If you've ever been in Florida and you smell that water, it's nasty. And there's more lawsuits against water companies in Florida than probably anywhere in the world combined, for how tainted and polluted the water is, causing cancer, and like everybody's got lymphoma and all these different cancers from the water. You don't drink Florida water. You don't drink tap water. So I just wanted my normal water, and people are yelling at people in the damn grocery store about going back up north. And I'm like, what is that? Why are people so mean? Like, I just wanted my water. I don't know what you're talking about. Like, I had one case of 24, like, waters, and people are, like, losing their shit. I'm like, I don't know what's happening. But anyways, when I first moved here in 2019, we had Hurricane Dorian. And that is the one, excuse me. That is the one, if you don't remember, that was supposed to make a direct hit on the East Coast, and they kept saying, the one particular Fox like guy said, if you don't evacuate, it's going to kill you, your family, and even your kids. And that was the kind of fear-mongering that was happening on TV, and everybody around us was like, no, we're not evacuating, that's stupid, we're not evacuating, and we were like, well, they weren't really certain. Once again, they kept changing their mind until the very last day, and it was too late. I was hearing from people that were stuck on the interstate, people I worked with, were stuck on the interstate for like 6 hours just trying to get 30 minutes to Orlando. And I'm like, I'd rather not be caught in a hurricane on the interstate. Like, you know, you see cars laying up on top of buildings. Like, I'm just going to stay home. So we stayed home. And this was be Cat 5, which it wasn't. I don't even know if we got hurricane winds from it. But everybody around us evacuated. That in 2019, everybody evacuated. It was just like us and like 3 other cars in the neighborhood. Everybody was gone. It was a very scary, eerie feeling. It was a very scary, eerie feeling to look outside and nobody be out there. And basically, like, you know, I mean, they say, which is very horrible. It's a horrible feeling when they say, if you don't evacuate, too bad on you. You're gonna die because they can't get to you. But for the people, like, we just didn't think it was going to come, and we're like, we're not going to stay. You know, we just decided to stay because there was so much uncertainty. They still couldn't narrow it down to say if it was for sure happening, and we were just like, you know, we'll just ride it out, right? So this was 2019 again. But for the people who now in the Hurricane Ian who couldn't evacuate, it's a terrible thing to say, you're on your own. Oh well. I know you're trying to get your point across that there's not going to be safety, people, there's not going to be rescue people to come save you, but what a horrible thing to say to people who can't afford to leave, people who don't have the money to leave. They don't have anywhere to, they don't have rich mommy and daddy to save them. They don't have grandma and grandpa to save them. They don't have credit cards to put a hotel room on, because they started telling people to evacuate. I'm pretty sure it was mandatory on Monday. I don't think it was Sunday yet, but like they were telling people to evacuate on Monday. So you have, and then they were like, it kept moving and moving and moving to like Tuesday at 3. So you have to leave Monday. You get a hotel room for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And if your home blows away, you're going to need a hotel for a couple more days. Who has, you know, not everybody has what, $500, $600, $700 for a week to stay in a hotel. Then you got to eat 3 meals a day. You've got to get gas. You know, it's like people don't have that kind of money. And especially, they're not showing it on too much on the news, but you got to think about the people who work in Sanibel Island, the people who work there, not have second homes that are worth $1 million. And we're not talking about the people who don't have homestead here. This is their vacation homes. The people who serve, work the retail jobs, you know, like those people probably don't live on those islands. And if they do, it's an apartment. It may be like there's RV parks and trailer homes or mobile home parks, modular home parks. So like, what about those people? Those people don't have the money. Like, they're paycheck to paycheck. Quit fear-mongering people and saying, why didn't you evacuate? Well, you going to pay for it? You going to just drop your credit card number for them? Because, I mean, it's rude. That's what I've learned about the internet, is everybody's an expert. I just feel like if I don't have a valid opinion because I've never experienced it, I probably should keep my mouth shut, but I found that not to be true for the internet. So, I forgot to say, I was using the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Instant Eye Palette. And that's the one I'm using. And I'm just using, oh Lord, there's a glare. This little trio here is all I have on my eyes. It's my favorite. I sound like a dude. But anyways, I just feel like we just need to be nicer to each other. Like, stop just being so quick to judge. Because you would have evacuated, because you would have done this, but you're in your home in Idaho. You're sitting out in Ohio, out in, you know, wherever. I'm not going to tell you how to, you know, like, do your crops, because I don't know. So, like, don't tell people how to live their life if you've never evacuated, you've never been under those circumstances. If you have mommy, if you're living with mommy and daddy, you have mom and daddy money, and you got a lot of money. Don't tell people who don't have a lot of money how to do their life. You don't know. You're not an expert in that scenario. It's like, just, we don't need everybody's input. This is my thing. Like I said, we were good. We had some strong winds. We kept getting, the scary part was we kept getting the warnings on the phone. My phone kept going off, and it was like, cyclone warning, tropical storm warning, hurricane wind warning, you know, tornado warning, tornado watch, take shelter. And I was just like, my phone never stopped beeping, and it was almost to the point I wanted to turn it off, but I was like, Heather, don't do that, you know better. But I was like, it was terrifying just hearing this stuff over and over and over. And even if, like, all we had was winds, the nighttime when it's dark, you know, and you hear the wind blowing and the power's flickering on and off, it's a scary feeling. I can't imagine what it was like with the water, the wind. Like, I just can't imagine. So I'm not going to pretend that, you know, I know or I experienced what they experienced, because I didn't. And in Florida is a risk that, you know, but because I've been in here for 3 years, and it's the second one that we've experienced, but not, still just category 1 tropical storm. I'm using Bare Minerals powder. I'm going to show you this. I used to use this all the time. I stopped using it. And then I'm like, I just need something quick. I didn't feel good. But in the mere instance that we had to evacuate, I had to get out, I was like, I need to look semi-normal. So, look at the difference in my face. Look at that. Look how red and just even. And it still got a glow because I put that primer underneath it. Like, this is such a savior, like, for just like today. Like, I'm not going anywhere. I'm not doing anything. I'm literally just working on I have a midterm I'm studying for. So, that's all I'm doing. But I want to be, you know, when I take the dogs, I don't want to scare neighbors off. Like, they'll think it's Halloween already or something. So, I try to put on a little makeup. And if you feel like you need more, put your concealer on first and then this, because, like, I think it covers enough. I'm happy with the coverage, but if you have things that specifically you want covered, like, look at that. I'm happy with that. We can go with that. Oh, well, of course I dumped it out. I'm in the shade Fair. I have Fairly Light. I'm in the shade Fair, but I also have Fairly Light, but I think it does a great job, and I'm happy with it. So we're good with that. We're going to go with that. Now, I also had picked up the new Hourglass. It's got an H for Heather. I think I've got too many blankets in the washing machine. But that's what it looks like. It came scratched. She went and got it out of the back. It wasn't even on display yet, but it's already scratched. I don't like, see how heavy that mirror is? It is like, you can't set it up. It flips back, like. But anyways, I'm not going to complain. So I'm going to use this little bronzer here. Again, this one is Unlocked Elephant Palette, so if you're interested. It's very pretty. It's very subtle. My brush is almost too big, but it's very subtle. I don't know. I love Hourglass. I really wanted it for the packaging, but I do enjoy some Hourglass. It's great for especially mature skin because it's so finely milled. I need all this. I am so fair. And when I'm not feeling good, I just haven't really. My husband's been, you know, he's an angel of a human. He just takes the dogs and does everything for me, so I don't have to go out there and with my cough, you know. All right, I'm just mixing the two blushes here. Nope, I dusted them off, but you really don't have to because they're very faint. That's the thing. You can't really, if you're worried about being a clown, you really have to work for that because they're very finely milled. So, very pretty. And then, you know, I went a little far in, so we just take that brush and just kind of correct it where we need it to be. It's very pretty though. I am enjoying it. It's just very subtle. I hate that it came like I just got it. Like, and as soon as I took it out of the box, I was like, it's got a scratch. And everybody that I've shown it to that has came over, or I went over to see them, they were like, why is it scratched already? I'm like, it came out of the box that way. Don't bring it up every time. I also picked this up in my haul. The Abito Magic. I'm assuming you'll see the haul first. Who knows? We'll see. I'm delirious on cough medicine, so. Alright, so we're going to use the Fontage at Disney One Size Illuminator. Abito Magic. Look. Mickey. Can you see Mickey? No, Mickey. Mickey. I think it does it better. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Crazy. It's very shimmery. It's very pretty, though. You do feel like you got a little bit of magic on your cheeks. So the moral of my rant, I don't even remember where I stopped. I got so much happening around here. I got two dogs crying, wanting to go for their walk. Moral of my story is, let's just be nice. Like, let's just be nicer to each other, you know? Quit putting what we feel. This is why I think a lot of people run into issues, like with relationships and friends and families, because you put your expectations of how people should handle stuff onto other people. That doesn't matter to them. That is not what you think. You know, like I said, what people out in Iowa or somewhere think that I should do personally here because my decisions for a hurricane or anything in general, it doesn't matter. Your opinion doesn't affect the truth. Like my truth, you know, you do what you're going to do, but don't judge me based on a scenario that you created that never occurred. Like, you don't know until you're in a situation what you would do, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's be nicer. That's all I'm saying. Let's just be nicer to each other. It's also my thing, you know, like if you're on TikTok, you know, the drama about Michaela, and everybody was making these videos, which first, like, the first 5 or so, I was like, that's nice. But, you know, hundreds of people made videos. I'm like, first of all, she's not watching them. She doesn't care. She's making her money, you know? So anyways, but everybody making these videos about being nice. And then I see that some of the same people saying like, oh, well, you deserve to die and lose everything if you didn't evacuate. I think we're a bully. I think we're not a bully if somebody's got 10 million followers, but we're a bully if the people don't have followers or, you know, they can't come after you, right? So remember that people can see what you post on. This is where we're at with my look. I'm going to do my brows, my eyes. Let me just go ahead and do the Dior lip while we're here. I apologize for the quality of this. If you can't tell, I'm loopy. Loopier than normal. Alright, so let me finish on my look and I will be back. This is my finished look. I just added some black liquid eyeliner. Did my brows with my sheGlam that wonderful Julie sent me. It's a little bit darker, but, you know, it's okay. I like it. It's fine. Like I said, I'm just hanging out in the house. And then my Charlotte Tilbury, I just took it underneath and did some mascara. Lash Princess mascara. Yeah, and then my Dior lip oil. So thank you so much for everybody who checked in on me. I appreciate you. For those who didn't check on me, I hope both of the sides of your pillow are very hot. And you're very uncomfortable when you sleep. And yeah, so we're good, all is well. I will be back filming. Julie and Renee and a couple other girls that were in the live suggested that I come up with a schedule, so hopefully next week after my midterm I will be on a schedule. What do you think? Are you like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday? Do we prefer like Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday? You let me know. Like, let me know what you think. Because as long as I film, it doesn't matter when I upload them. So you let me know. And all right, so I will talk to you later. Be nice to one another. Stop being judgy pants. Like, and I will talk to you.